I'm Tom Fitzgerald. Thanks for joining us. We are going to begin tonight with the head of the D.C. Taxi Commission, who admitted today he doesn't know the backgrounds of any of his hack inspectors. He says background checks are done by another city agency and he has no authority to do his own investigations. We are going to start right now by heading to the newsroom. That is where Paul Wagner has the story you were only going to see here on Fox 5. Paul?
Well, Tom, the chairman of the district's taxicab commission told Fox 5 today he's going to speak with the city administrator and the attorney general about changes that need to be made after learning one of his hack inspectors has a long criminal record, including convictions for 3 robberies. Ron Linton says if cab drivers are denied a license with a serious felony on their record, then hack inspectors must meet the exact same requirements. Hack inspectors wear police-style uniforms and drive around the city in marked cruisers, enforcing the rules of the taxi industry. They have the power to impound cabs and confiscate licenses. Ron Linton said today he had no idea one of his hack inspectors had a long criminal record until Fox 5 told him about it this week. The man has not been suspended, and Fox 5 is withholding his name until further questions can be answered.
This agency, DCTC, is not the agency that does the background checks. That's a personnel matter, and that goes through the Department of Human Resources. And I'm not knowledgeable about the rules and the regulations that they apply when they do the clearance on candidates for positions that they forward to us.
The criminal background of the hack inspector in question was uncovered by attorney Shawn Sukumar, who was representing a client who was accused of threatening the man. Sukumar questioned the inspector in court earlier this week.
What was his demeanor like?
Very calm, actually. When he was testifying, he was very methodical, well-spoken, as a matter of fact. And when he was challenged on his prior record, he made no attempt to fight it. He made no attempt to dispute it.
Sukumar says he was astounded when he learned the man's criminal history.
Well, I think that the least that a District of Columbia resident can expect is that when the city puts people in uniform, sends them out into the street to enforce District of Columbia laws, the least a resident can expect is that these people are people of integrity and that these people are not convicted felons.
Ron Linton says he's concerned enough about the integrity of his hack inspectors to see if changes can be made.
I will ask the city administrator for a meeting to discuss with him the issue and the problems with this and to see what we can arrive at to resolve my concern. My preference and my belief is that our hack inspectors should be at the same level of integrity and background as any enforcement officer.
Linton says he currently has 13 hack inspectors with the budget to build a force of 29.
Well, knowing what I know now, I would probably propose that we can review, we have a background check similar to the background checks we have on drivers.
Now, just in the last few minutes, we learned from a D.C. government source that this hack inspector did not have to go through a background check, and that hack inspectors, as a rule, do not go through background checks. We did reach out to the Office of Human Resources yesterday and today. We actually spoke with a spokesperson, explained what we were looking for. We wanted some further answers, but we have not heard back from the Office of Human Resources. Also, on their website is this form right here, which asks for a person's criminal history, and it says that it wants the criminal history as far as 10 years prior to when this person first applied for the job. What we don't know is exactly when this hack inspector applied for the job and whether or not that person actually came forward and explained exactly what that person's criminal history is.
You know, Paul, on the surface, though, it makes you wonder why the same rules that apply to the taxi drivers don't apply to the people who are policing them. Did you get the sense here from anybody that this occurred to them before it was brought to their attention?
Well, they were astounded to learn this man's criminal history, and it is lengthy. He's been arrested many, many times, not only in the district, but Prince George's County, Montgomery County, and in Baltimore City, and convictions for robbery, and he spent time in prison. But they didn't know about it. And what's ironic here is cab drivers who want to carry passengers in the District of Columbia have to go through a background check. They have to be fingerprinted and photographed. There's one small caveat to that, and apparently when they're asked about prior criminal history, they're only asked to go back as long as 3 years. So we got to do a little bit more digging here, Tom, and I think the story is going to go on for another day or so.
All right, Paul Wagner in the newsroom tonight.